Alexia, hope you're doing well. I had promised some of you in the group that responded to my post in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur group that there was going to be a big announcement today, and today is the day. Bear with me on this video. It is longer than usual. If you know me well, you know that I am like the queen of 1 to 2 minute videos, but this one today is going to take a little bit more description and talking, so please bear with me, and I hope you will see it through to the end because it's going to explain to you the new direction of the Fierce Women Entrepreneur group. So for those of you that don't know, and many of you do not, let me give you a little bit of history on my group. I started this group in March of 2015. I actually had a smaller group that I transitioned over to Fierce Women Entrepreneurs. Ever since, the group has completely just taken hold. It has exploded. It has just grown steadily over the course of the last year and a half to the place where today the group is almost 400, I think I read this morning, with 200 and something waiting to get in. It has been incredible. I do not add people to the group. I do not send my link out unless I personally invite someone to the group. So this has been people just coming, people resonating with the Fierce Women Entrepreneur name and or hearing about me and or hearing it from other friends, and they have joined by the thousands. When I originally started the group was, as most groups are, a place for us to connect, a place to learn, a place to grow, a place to expand, a place to share, a place to build connections, and a place to kind of call home online. And it was the foundation of how I started my group. And today, that is not so anymore. Really, what has happened with a large group is that it has become a billboard for many people's businesses. And in reality, probably most of the people that are in the group are just attached to Hootsuite, or they've attached my group to Hootsuite as they do with many others. They post their ads on a scheduler and they're not even online. And so I've been thinking about the direction of the group for a while. I have been thinking about it a lot this year, and thinking about the reasons I started a group, the reasons that I enjoy and love being online so much. And here's what I've come up with. As a standout strategist, as someone who teaches standout strategy, building relationships online is my standout strategy. That's what I did to become known and to get my message out there and to do countless interviews and talks and blogs, and it's all around building relationships online. I've done it since day one. I continue to do it. I love it. And I think I did it at a place and a time where even the people doing it really didn't talk about it too much, but I think now it's become very aware that building relationships online is where it's at. Women and men want to connect. We want to connect authentically. We want to get to know people. We want to use this tool of social media to get us around the world. I know that was my goal, was to meet as many people as I could. And last year, I've said this in countless interviews, I met 10 to 20 women a day online for the entire year. It's a lot of the reason my group grew to the numbers that it did. And my number one rule, and here's a disclaimer, my number one rule when I teach online strategy and building relationships is to leave your business at the door. To not interject your business into the relationship building process, because then it doesn't become about the relationship. It's about business masked in a relationship, and that's not authentic. However, when I looked at my group, that's not what's happening. In my group, it's being led by the business. So I had to take a step back and say, this is not congruent. This is not in line with what I've been so successful about doing. This is not what I teach. This is not what I represent. This is not my message. This is not what I want other women to learn and men. This is not how I want to show up here. This is not Alexia, and it's not Fierce Women Entrepreneurs. Now it's grown and it's morphed and it changes, and we all have to take evaluations of where we are and what's going on, and we recalibrate and we readjust and we look, and that's okay. But it needs an upgrade. It needs a shift. So I want to tell you about a couple big changes that are going to be coming to this group. First of all, I have I have gathered 3 new admins that are going to help me in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group. These are women that I know, like, and trust. I have relationships with them. And further than that, I watch what they do online and how they show up, and they are walking the walk. They lead with the relationship. So these 3 women you're going to hear a lot more about. They are going to help me in the group. They're going to support. They are going to support you. They are going to share their expertise. They are going to lead gorgeous, meaty, relationship building conversations. And they are going to be my support and your guiding light, if you will, in the group. I am not going anywhere. I will still be just as active in the group. But as it's growing, I can only be in so many places at once. And so I have really taken it upon myself to allow this support to come to me. And I'm thrilled. And I will be introducing them to you. You will be hearing a lot more about them. One of the suggestions that they made to me is that we have a directory that will be in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group. So you will be able to actually list your contact information and business under the File tab in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group so that people can reach you and contact you. More information about that to come. So you will start to see these things come up, and posts will be in the group. And the biggest change that is going to be coming to the group will be, dun, 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 since I preach about leaving your business at the door when building relationships, we got to leave our businesses at the door. Posts about your business, product, services, webinars, books, any self-promo will only be allowed on Saturdays and Sundays in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group. No restrictions there. All weekend long, you can post whatever you want. So those of you that have Hootsuite schedulers, you need to change it. Saturdays and Sundays only in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group. And or if prompted by myself or one of the admins in a relevant conversation. So I do see that there will be time for us to do some ads and some self-promotion, but within the construct and within the conversation as it pertains to, the relevance of the day. That is going to also go for video. It's really important that any self-promoting video will also be restricted to Saturday and Sunday. So what I'm going for and what I want in the group, and this is what is resonating with my admins, and this is what has resonated with so many women, is I want this to be a place where we are learning to do business without our businesses, where we are showing up, where we are connecting and laughing and having fun and exhaling and just enjoying the beauty of community with one another. No business allowed. Now, people might say, well, what does that mean? I mean, what? I don't know. Well, you're going to learn to do what I have done very successfully, and we're going to show you. You're going to see how letting others get to know you is what is going to attract your client to you. You're going to see that when you engage in conversations that are about anything and everything other than business, your clients are going to come to you. You're going to see that by showing yourselves in a casual way, in a fun way, in a educational way, without your business, is going to attract your clients to you. And I can tell you that doing business this way is the most amazing, most fun, most feminine, most humanistic way to connect that can possibly be done. It is the number one thing I get asked about. I don't care if I do any interview. People ask me, I just got asked to do an interview. Can we talk again about doing relationships online? Can we share about that? We need to know. And we're going to go into it from every angle. So even yesterday when I met with the admins, we had some amazing ideas. You know, how to respond to a Facebook message, languaging. We're going to talk confidence. We're going to talk mindset, heart-centeredness. We're going to talk hobbies. We're going to talk about anything and everything that can enhance your ability to get out there and connect. And we're going to do it without our businesses, Mondays through Fridays, in the Fierce Women Entrepreneur Group. So again, this is going to take place immediately. If you have a Hootsuite scheduler, change it. We're not going to be playing around. We're going to keep the space open in the group during the week for these amazing conversations. And I want you all to learn how to bring your own conversations into the group. I want this to sort of be a workbook. I want you to be able to really, really hands-on, we're going to do, and we're going to do it and build relationships just as I've done for a year and a half, and I've done it extremely well. I've been in the trenches. I know this. I've done it, and this is how we're going to do it. For now, there will not be a theme per se per day. I've thought about that, and really in my relationship building, I don't think you can theme it. I just show up and I meet people where they are. If one day we're talking about a certain thing, we do. If one day we're talking about another thing, we do. I don't really put myself into a box, and I don't want to box us in too much. However, I have a page full of topics that I will be able to bring, and then we're going to talk it all. Visual communication, hobbies, fun, mindset, cooking. The girls yesterday had some ideas about how to start some conversations and some topics that are going to be just really, really fun. So I hope you like this direction. Again, there are more changes I have in the back of my mind, but right now I know that the biggies are ads will be restricted to Saturdays and Sundays, and that includes videos, any promotional, anything. Saturdays and Sundays only, unless prompted by the admins. Anybody who does not follow that, we will delete your ad. Okay? And directory. So we're going to be starting a business directory, so you will have your business here because it's important. I know we want to have our businesses out there too. We will have a business directory, and we're going to be welcoming 3 new admins in to help me that you're just going to love. So I hope this finds you in a good place. I hope you're excited about it. I really am. I really am. So comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I am looking forward to a great end of 2016 and a rockin' 2017. We'll talk to you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.